Hi, Mark I. Petro here, asking that if you enjoy my videos, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thanks much, and thank you for supporting Exploring Bethlehem. If there are two defining features in South Bethlehem, I would say they probably are smokestacks and church steeples. And 120 years ago or more, when South Bethlehem was developing, it was still a borough, and immigrants began to come to Bethlehem, especially from Europe. They were attracted mostly by the ability to find work. And like the Hungarians, the Italians, the Poles, the Slovenians, and others, the people from what we now know as Slovakia brought to the New World a desire to work, and they brought their culture and their religion with them as well. And like the other previously mentioned groups, the Slovaks wanted their own church. This is the story about a parish that became known as St. Cyril and Methodius, here on Exploring Bethlehem.
Today on Exploring Bethlehem, we'll learn about one of many ethnic churches established in the borough of South Bethlehem around the turn of the last century. The story of the Slovakian people and the establishment of their church is very similar to the stories of the Poles, the Italians, Slovenians, Germans, Hungarians, and others. Slovak immigrants came to South Bethlehem in search of jobs in local industries. Believing there was a need for a Slovak church, Monsignor William Heinen of Mok Chunk purchased land from Lehigh University in 1891 and opened the Church of St. Cyril and Methodius. The Monsignor sold off parcels of the remaining land to parishioners, creating a Slovak community on the south side. As immigration increased at the turn of the century, the congregation of Saints Cyril and Methodius began to outgrow the original church building. A new church was built on an adjacent plot and opened to the public in 1906 on Pentecost Sunday. The old building was converted into the parish school that opened 3 years later, and another larger school building was constructed in the mid-20th century to accommodate a growing population of baby boomer students. In the 1970s and 1980s, the school also incorporated students from other ethnic Catholic parishes as the Italian, Slovenian, and Hungarian parish schools closed because of declining enrollments. St. Cyril's, the first Slovak church in the diocese, actively preserved its ethnic culture in Bethlehem throughout the 20th century. A Slovak Mass was offered to parishioners until the church's closing in 2008, and the parish had a Slovak folk group called Tatra Slovak, which was formed in 1977 and sought to preserve and celebrate Slovak culture in the form of dance, costume, and song. The parish school also taught lessons in Slovak, with students learning the language from a reader called a chitanka. They were expected to greet their pastor in the language. The church was known in the community for its adult choir, which was founded under Sister Clotilda in 1948. The choir sang at liturgies in both English and Slovak. St. Cyril and Methodius was one of 5 churches that were closed and consolidated by the Diocese of Allentown in 2008 as the number of active members declined.
So although St. Cyril and Methodius ultimately ended up losing its original identity, its name, and ended up being consolidated, unlike the other 4 parishes, the church is still standing, and it is now the home of the now closed ethnic parishes on the south side of Bethlehem. Kind of a bittersweet story.